So finding the constant of a proportionality, which is a lesson on ingenuity. A constant in proportionality can just be considered a unit rate. Remember, unit means just one per something for one something for every something. And we can use a constant proportionality in a word problem, in tables, or in a graph. When we're looking at an ordered pair, remember it is always x value, comma, y value, and that we'll use that a little later. So for an example, if I have a recipe with 12 cups of milk, 6 eggs, and 15 cups of flour, they want to know what is the constant of proportionality for the ratio of flour to milk. Make sure you are looking just for flour to milk. So I know there's 15 cups of flour, so I'm going to write 15, because again, it has to be flour to milk. Flour has to come first. So 15 cups of flour to 12 cups of milk. Please make sure that you always simplify or reduce your ratios. Both 15 and 12 can be divided by 3 on top and bottom. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So I know for every 5 cups of flour, there are 4 cups of milk. For my next example, what is the price of one roll? 1, of course, that is a unit rate, also known as a constant of proportionality. I have a table right here, number of rolls to price. So if I want to know the price for one roll, it doesn't matter which one I look at because they're all proportional to each other, meaning they're all the same. So I'm going to look at the smallest number first. So I know it's 6 rolls for $3.60. So if I want to know how much it is for one roll, I'm just going to divide 6 into 360. Please remember your decimal goes straight up. 6 cannot go into 3. 6 can go into 36 6 times. Get a remainder, 0. Do not forget to bring that other 0 down. 6 cannot go into 0, so I put a 0 behind it. So I know for one roll, it's going to cost about 60 cents, 0.60. And that's good to know because if I asked you, okay, if one roll costs 60 cents, if I asked you how much does 28 rolls cost, well, you can just do your 60 cents times 28 and you would know how much 28 rolls cost. So it's good to know the unit price of one roll because again, that's your unit price, unit rate, constant proportionality. For an example here, I have gas in Florida costs $10.50 for 3 gallons. How much needs to be saved to use 20 gallons of gas? Just how we did in this second example, I want to find the constant of proportionality, meaning how much is it for 1 gallon of gas? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 3. I know 3 gallons cost $10.50, so I'm going to divide $10.50 divided by 3. I know 3 cannot go into 0. 3 can go into 10 3 times. Minus 9. I get a 1. Bring down the 5. 3 can go into 15 5 times. Sorry, don't forget to bring that decimal up. 5 times minus 15. I get a 0. Don't forget to bring that 0 down. 3 cannot go into 0, so I put a 0 on top. So I know 1 gallon of gas is equal to $3.50. So if I want to know how much 20 gallons of gas costs, I'm going to have to say $3.50 times 20. Let's see, 0, 0, 0, placeholder 0, 0, 0, carry the 1, 6, 7. Of course, add it all together. Because there's 2 numbers behind this decimal and nothing behind this decimal, I move it twice. Decimal goes right here. So I know because 1 gallon of gas costs $3.50, I know 20 gallons of gas is going to cost me $70. So if you need a trip with 20 gallons of gas, you're going to have to spend $70. And last thing I want to show you is for a constant proportionality on a graph. So it says the graph shows a proportional relationship between the number of books sold at a yard sale and the number of money collected from the book sales. So I have my chart right here. Notice how the number of books sold are on the bottom, and the revenue in dollars is on the side. So X value, Y value. So I want to find the rate of the constant proportionality. I just need to look at one ordered pair. And you can see how there's a bunch of different dots. You can pick any one of them. I like to pick the first ordered pair. Remember, when you get an ordered pair, you go left or right first, then up or down. So I'm going to go over to where that dot is, right under it. And it goes, the 4 is right under the dot, and then go to the side, 6. So I know my ordered pair, it's going to be 4, 6. So if I want to find the constant of proportionality, I'm going to divide the Y value by the X value. And I'm just going to go 6 divided by 4, 6 on the inside, 4 on the outside. 4 cannot go into 4 can go into 6 one time. Minus 4, I get a 2. Remember to add a decimal to 0. Decimal goes up, 0 goes down. 4 can go into 20 5 times. So I know my constant proportionality is 1.5. Usually for constant proportionality, in order to find it, you want to find how much it is for one something. And you normally do that by always dividing.